I have a lot of friends. They've always wondered what's the best way to enter Tantra. What should one prepare to be ready for Tantra, Rinpoche?
No, before entering Tantra, they need to ask themselves.
But they don't even have a clue what Tantra is, Rinpoche.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you see. So you need to ask yourself, unless you find the reason why you're entering Tantra. If you have no clue of what Tantra is and why you're entering it, then why are you entering it?
I guess because they see...
I think that's pretty dumb, no? In a way. It's like they say, no, the head of the goats.
Yes.
If the head jumps off the cliff, then all the other ones behind, they start jumping off the cliff. They don't know why they are jumping off the cliff. They have no idea. So if you are able to frighten the first, frighten it to jump off the cliff, then that's it. Then you can get all the others to jump without frightening them, because they will just jump. They don't know why. They don't know how. They don't know anything. They just look and they just jump. So, regarding Buddhism, especially Tantra, if you are entering it, you need to know why. Why are you entering? You ask yourself why.
Yes.
What's the reason behind you entering Tantra? If you cannot find a reason, then why you enter?
Yes.
No point in entering.
A lot of people, they think maybe you will learn faster because they've heard a lot of that. And also maybe because they saw other people improving. No? Okay.
No. You see, improving yourself and all of that is important, yes. But you need to know that Dharma has an essence reason, basic reason to why you're entering Dharma. There is a reason to it.
Yes.
And similar to that, also any path, not just Tantra, but any path you're entering, any practice you're entering, there's a reason to why. You need to have that reason.
Yes.
If you don't have that reason, then how are you going to define if you're actually developing or not? You can't.
Yes.
No? Because you don't even have a reason to why you are doing it. You don't have a clue to it.
Yes.
There's no point in it. One of the things about Buddhism and practice is that, people get so indulged in all of those high practices that they start to lose the basis, the essence of the basis. What actually touched your heart at the beginning? What actually brought you into Dharma at the beginning? They forget these things.
Yes.
And one of the things about Dharma, I always say, Buddha Dharma, is that you need someone who is willing to come down to the basis every now and then, but every time. You need to be able to connect with your source of why.
Yes.
You have to be someone who connects with the basic essences, the genuine, sincere, the genuinity, the sincerity, the kind, love, caring, sharing. These things are basis, not just Buddhism, but every religion. You need to be able to come down, even if you have reached all the way up to the high, all the way top, wherever. You need to be able to come down to the basis and understand what actually brought you into Buddhism, what actually touched your heart. You need to know these things. You need to feel those things. In business, what happens is once you have climbed the stairs, you don't look down. You just look upwards. And then you point your nose upwards in the sky and you look upwards. You don't look down. Now, Buddhism is not like that. The more you start to point upwards and your nose starts to point upwards, then the more self-cherishing, the self-grasping attitude starts to come. Then you're losing the basis of humblicity.
Yes.
You're losing all of those.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes, Rinpoche. Some people said that they really aspire to be able to liberate oneself. And entering Tantra, if
you are just looking to liberate oneself, then you don't need to enter Tantra.
I see.
Liberating oneself can be done without entering Tantra. You see, if you want to enter Tantra, one of the first practices is you need to at least have those strong sparks of the supreme emotion, the compassion.
Yes.
The willingness to let go of yourself for the benefit of numberless sentient beings.
Yes.
That thought has to be in you.
Yes.
Not just saying from the mouth, but it has to be inside. The seed has to be inside.
Yes.
That's one of the main things you need to enter Tantra. Now, the second thing you need in order to enter Tantra is the view of emptiness. A very clear, if not the final view of emptiness, you need to have a clear basic view of what emptiness is and why you are practicing it. Those things you need to know before you're entering Tantra. Tantra is all about emptiness and compassion and we say Nyechun Chasanya, the three views, no? Nyechun Chasanya, the renunciation, bodhicitta, and the view of emptiness. These things you need in order to enter Tantra.
Yes.
Tantra is not like, oh, truth of suffering, truth of cessation, the cause of suffering, the cessation to the cause of suffering. It's not like that. It's completely different. It's like you're entering university. You're entering to do PhD. If you want to do PhD, you need to go through college. You need to have the knowledge of the college level and all of that. If you don't have those knowledge, how are you going to PhD?
So, Rinpoche, for someone who wants to enter Tantra, it seems like they have to understand Mahayana, because in Mahayana, they teach a lot about emptiness, about renunciation, about bodhicitta. But
You have to.
You have to, yes, Rinpoche. Otherwise, if you think you enter Tantra and then you will learn about emptiness, bodhicitta, and renunciation, then that can be tough to enter Tantra, right, Rinpoche? If you don't have any knowledge about those three things.
Yeah.
I see. Wow. So all of the meditations that we have to practice, Rinpoche, is to help us understand and experience more about emptiness, renunciation, bodhicitta, and Four Noble Truths. Correct, Lamala? I mean, Rinpoche.
What was the question?
Tantra tends to lead you to do more meditation than the other paths.
I won't tell you in detail what Tantra exactly is here.
Please, Rinpoche.
I don't think it's the right thing to do. But anyway, in order to enter Tantra, you need to have, like I said earlier, you need to have the basis.
Yes.
And those are the basis. These are the view of emptiness, renunciation, bodhicitta. These are the basis of what Tantra. Tantra is made out of these views. A practice so strong that embodiments all of these practices. And that's what Tantra is in a general view.
I see.
So therefore, in order to enter it, you need to have at least a rough idea of what the whole thing is about. If you are entering Tantra, just to liberate yourself, then that's not the right path.
I see.
You will never... That's not the right path. If you only have the self-liberation view, then Tantra is no point.
Yes, Rinpoche. Yeah.
No point in practicing the view of emptiness if you want to liberate yourself.
To liberate oneself and then be able to help others to liberate themselves if they wish to do that. No,
it's not like if they wish. You need to enter Tantra path with that wish, not enter that path and then liberate yourself, and then if you wish, it doesn't work like that.
I mean, if people wish, then you want to liberate yourself in order to be able to help others to liberate themselves if others want to liberate themselves, right, Rinpoche?
Yeah.
To conclude, Rinpoche, what is the best way to prepare oneself to learn about those three views to enter Tantra, Rinpoche?
Studying is important.
From the internet, Rinpoche, or where do you study that?
Now that's where gurus come in. No?
Yes. See, but you are not with the guru.
That's where teachers come in.
Yes, Rinpoche.
That's where teachings come in. No? A lot of people go to His Holiness teaching. They go to Gamapa teaching, this teaching, that teaching, this initiation, that initiation. Then you learn so much. Like for your example, you have been to so many teachings of Chandra Rinpoche, and I'm sure Chandra Rinpoche, in all of the teachings that you have been, he has taught all of this.
Yes, he
now
did.
Your job is to listen to it. You have heard it. Now is to analyze it. No.
Yes.
This is what practice is. It's not like Chandra Rinpoche giving any explanation to you, or it's not like His Holiness never mentioned about compassion to anyone. He has mentioned it countless times.
Yes.
He has taught it countless times.
Yes.
Now, if you are willing to practice it, then the guideline is already given to you.
But Rinpoche, some people, they think once they attend the teaching from a high lama, they are entering Tantra. They're not, right?
No.
Yeah,
only if they're giving highest yoga, Tantra initiation and all of that, then that is like you're entering. But just teaching, I don't think, no. Not necessary.
Yeah. So one should learn sutra teachings first before taking initiation and empowerment, right?
Yes.
I see. A lot of views out there is that once they take a teaching from a lama, then they already enter Tibetan Buddhism.
No.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Not every teaching is
Tantra.
Is a Tantra thing.
Yes. 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 Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rinpoche, for clarifying.
You're welcome.
And this ended the question that you sent in, how to prepare oneself to enter Tantra. We appreciated your question. Actually, I like to share with you my very difficult experience, my very first highest yoga Tantra experience. I was not prepared. I was always told by my Dharma friends that this is not for me, that I'm not qualified for it, and that I would be kind of like get lost in the forest because Tantra is immense, vague, like a forest, blah, 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 blah. So with that in mind, I always wanted to stay away from highest yoga Tantra. I did receive, empowerment as a blessing, especially from the Lotus family. And then I think one of the High Lamas gave me the advanced empowerment, the prerequisite for highest yoga Tantra. And I took that one and I was okay. But to take highest yoga Tantra with a lot of commitments and samaya, I wasn't ready, or to be honest, I was scared. Then I was literally pushed or pulled or forced to take highest yoga Tantra with His Eminence Chöden Rinpoche by my teacher. He knew I was scared and probably he knew I was ready for it. He arranged everything. So I had no excuse. He had the center director to pick me up and drive me to the venue, about 2 hours of driving from San Jose. The road at a certain point was very rocky, but to drive to the venue, it was pleasant. Only to drive home around 10:30 p.m. going the same road. And this time I got purifications 5 times, meaning throw up 5 times. And each time I thought like everything in my body was coming out. By the 3rd time, I think my face was so pale that even the Dharma brother was so scared. And the 4th time, I thought like my entire viscera coming out. And by the 5th time, I think after that, I was so weak and that's it, kaput. So that wasn't pleasant. The following year, Chöden Rinpoche came back to San Jose. And this time, my teacher once again told me I had to take the class. So the minute that Rinpoche finished the class, I started to feel dizzy. People said I looked very pale. Some people scratched my back like the Vietnamese way, cạo gió, and it's all black like a white tiger with black stripes on it. And somebody massaged me. Somebody smashed the celery, cucumber, and mint, mixed them up and made me drink the juice. I was okay until Geshe-la came in for the commentary. Oh my goodness. I started to feel not well again and I had to rush to the bathroom to purify again. This time I felt so embarrassed. I left the center, went to my car and sat there. And suddenly I felt good again. I drove home and when I came home, my family told me, oh, let's go to the beach. And I felt like, yeah, why not? It's like what happened in the center was just a dream. I was back to normal immediately. So when we went to the beach, I reviewed everything that happened that day. And when we came home, I went directly to my meditation room and I said my apologies. I said, I don't know what I did in my previous lives. Definitely not this life. But whatever I said disrespectfully to the Yidang or whatever I did with ignorance that showed disrespect to Dharma, please Yidang, you forgive me and give me a chance again. At that right moment, I felt so cool inside, like a nectar came from my head down to my heart. And I felt very happy. Right at that moment, I knew deep inside that the next time I will be ready. So the very next year, Rinpoche came back and gave that same teaching again. And this time, my teacher didn't have to push me, pull me, force me to take the class. I registered early and I came to class early and I was welcomed. I can feel that feeling that I was welcome to the teaching. And one last thing, this is true. It was giving in the center and I saw the Yidang in my own eyes and it's in the daytime. And I told my friends, I said, right there, did you see? And they all said, shh, they didn't see anything. Yes, right there, did you see? Shh, that was how immature and dumb. Later on, my teacher said, you don't do that, HG. Now you learn, now you know. And I had a wonderful time. Since then, at least twice, when I was very emotional or scared, fear for my loved ones, my Yidang appeared in the nighttime. Very bright, right in front of me. And I was stunned, forgot about being emotional or forgot about being scared. And everything was under control again. I was able to handle them. Just like Charok Lama Sherpa Rinpoche mentioned so many times, you must have that vivid why. Why you want to take Buddhism? Why do you want to take highest yoga Tantra? You must know it before you enter. Then your path will be much more easier than mine. Your path will be much more beautiful than mine. And you will be able to harvest a lot of holy, meaningful fruits out of that path or that experience. With that, I wish you the best of luck in search for Dharma, and that you always be protected and blessed by your gurus and the three jewels. Once again, thank you. Au revoir. Tạm biệt. Bye bye.